Welcome back to Factorio playing SpaceX on extreme mode. We've already done the 175 satellites, no big deal there. We have actually just completed Faster Than Light Theory A, 4 million science, no big deal there either. So, where are we up to? Basically, actually we've launched a couple of extra satellites, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so basically, I have created, I need some radars over here obviously, but I have created 6 trains to, and this one's fully active now, so we have, actually that's interesting, you can't actually see that there's speed modules in all of these. Interesting, I would have thought that you could. Anyway, okay, so I'm just being a dummy, I just needed to hit the Alt key. You can see the speed modules, of course. So we've got 4 that can be fed constantly from here. We might even need more logistic robots to feed all of these trains, but yeah, 4 stations, 6 trains in all, because some will be in between usually. And yeah, I'm gonna need some more robots there. That's okay. So yes, we have a supply outpost, we have a fueling station. Let me just show you the fueling station quickly. Whoops, that's not what I meant to hit. So fuel comes in here, and this little train whizzes around, drops fuel off here, and it gets given to these trains. Now, the one thing we don't actually have is the iron plate, so that is what I am in the process of setting up. So this one is called iron plate drop, and I am going to make, at this point, 4 of these into iron plate drops. Now, we need trains, actually. Love this new feature where the trains automatically sit in the right spot. Okay, so that's where the train will go, and now we need to make sure that it will get fuel. I like to fuel just behind where the red hazard saying that there's no fuel is. There's kind of a pretty large hitbox you can use, it's not that important. These need rocket fuel, of course. Here, 10 rocket fuel, because most of the time we'll be topping up like 1, maybe 2. Rocket fuel has a ton of energy, though if you notice it's actually, it takes 10 of the solid fuel to create one, but you do not get credit for 10. You get credit for 9 in terms of the energy content. However, you do get that awesome speed that we've all come to love. So you now need a schedule. Your schedule will be iron plate pickup until inventory full, and then iron plate drop, inventory empty, and you might as well go. Right, next train, because we will need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And some of these. 1, 2, 3. And I really should have copied that schedule. Never mind. Iron plate pick up until inventory full, then iron plate drop until inventory empty. There we go, we've made a copy of it, and off you go. Now, next. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just proving I can count, if you're wondering. And you can go. Now let's just quickly check. I've lost count. Even though I was just proving I can count, I've already lost count. Iron plate, where is it? Iron plate. OP, iron plate pickup. I need one more. Well, I don't actually know how many I need, but I was going to make at least, actually I should make more than that. Because I'm having 4 parks here, I should really make about 8 of them. And off you go. But before we do that, I think I will get the fuel to these other stops sorted out. It's not going to work. I need to know. Interesting where they choose to stop. I need to do the back end as well. Just so I've got like a marker as to where to do it from. Get out of the way. And there you have it. I'm not quite sure how it works out where it wants to go, but that looks good. And we will be rapidly exceeding our previous supply of iron ore, which should be awesome. How many of these did I say I needed? I wanted 8 in the end, didn't I? I guess while we're here, we may as well push it out to... or should we? Maybe I'll just leave it like that for the moment. What I want to do is start some new research. Let's do the astrometrics, because we have enough space science for it, and I want to test to see how much better off we are now that we have this extra iron supply. So let's kick off that research. See how we go. It's only 112,000, but of course red and green need a whole lot more. We're probably going to lose our lovely UPS that I've been relying on for so long. And meanwhile, I can bring on more of the iron ore supply. And of course this has become a much more dangerous little highway. There you go, we're down to 37. Might just have a quick look at how our stats are going. So far nothing is excessively high, but it shouldn't take too long. These are actually very low right at this second. I would think that they will pick up though. What does 5 seconds say? Yeah, that's already up into the 7s. Green hopefully will get there as well. Blue, I would expect blue to get to about half of what these do. These can't run any faster than about 2.5, but we'll see how they go. Are we producing steel yet? Doesn't look like it, but we are getting some serious numbers now. 160, 170,000, 180,000. Are we going to crack 200? Yes! 200,000! 220,000 plates per minute. That's some serious production. You saw it here first. How are we doing on the minute by minute basis? The average is still taking a while to catch up. That's okay. No wonder the UPS has tanked somewhat. But we'll put up with it for now. Okay. Let's run up to the engineering train. It should already be filled up. I want to have another peek at those numbers. It's already come down quite a lot. I am a little amazed that steel doesn't seem to think it needs to kick into high gear. Let me just check how everything's going here. Steel's sitting at 100k, so okay. Now it's starting to drop, so 55,000 space science. Since we're not actually doing any launches at the moment, that will definitely drop. Yep, we're fully loaded. Oh man, I've been running at, while doing that FTL drive, the theory, I've been running at the best part of 60-60 most of the time. This is very, very, very slow after that. But never mind now. Looks safe to cross, so let's cross. I guess what I want to do is bring online the second iron ore mine. Through the iron in the way. It still is in the way, but getting churned up rather quickly. Down here. Ooh. Are we having a power issue? Yes, we are. Man. I guess that's not what I expected, but that would certainly explain some things. I guess I should have been expecting it, but with 14 gigawatts of nuclear power, you kind of think that's going to deal with anything, don't you? Well, I did. Slightly hazardous driving conditions. With all these trains running around. Let's get off the tracks so that we are not in the way. Ooh, stop! Back up. To about there anyway. Alright. Let's check this power. Man, look at that. 14 over 14 gigawatts, and it struggles when that happens. Ouch. Anyway, let us see about a supply station here. Let's make sure all of this has happened properly. To get rid of those, I think. And our usual, turn this off, get rid of those. Did I make a copy of the fuel line? No, that can go. That can go. That can go. What's that? That can go. No, that is the fuel for each of these lines. So we probably want to put that in. we go. And now I want get rid of that. What's this? We get rid of that too. Clear up a few things. I can probably get rid of some of these things as well, but never mind. Okay, so let's make a copy of this fuel stop that we have down below. $25. Oh, okay. And these guys are almost okay, they just need a little bit more charging from the looks of things. See if they help. It's kind of silly unless you get them exactly on the flight path. Oh, and of course, each time this goes into yellow, we're getting a massive UPS hit, so I need to sort that out as well. Okay, blueprint. What I'd really probably like is all of that, and get rid of all of this stuff. Get rid of those. Probably that. There should be a refueler. And it's a station. There we go. And actually, I want that in this list of things. There we go. So we're missing a few things up here, but we do have our engineering train, so that should be able to sort that out pretty quickly. Cool. Yeah, we jumped to 60 because we're doing a save. I was wondering what was going on. Never mind, nothing to get too excited about. It might be best to put the fuel just up here. So, I didn't give it a name. I should give it a name. Oops, why am I getting in there? Okay, so I need those, I need those, need those, need those, need those. And let's run over here and see if we can sort out whatever's the problem with those things. Not quite close enough to the station, it would seem. Should probably have got rid of all these trees first. There we go. And this guy needs to be called I think it's Fuel ID 2. Fuel iron distributed 2. That's how that works. And the fuel guy, starting to get a few trains here. Fuel F. Fuel. Refuel, I call it, I think. Refuel. This one here. This is actually probably better. Well, it doesn't actually matter. ID1. Then go to fuel ID2 until inactivity. Yeah. There we go. So it should come here shortly. You guys need some power and probably one of these. Now, finally, we can start, take those guys out, get our pattern for placing some miners. Miners. And some over here. That looks to be all. We'll add the speed modules after. Astrometrics is well underway. Let's get our red out. Red ink everywhere that we don't need stuff. Right, so now we need to create a blueprint of this to get a count. And this is pretty much how I've been setting up all of these. Oh, we've got a few extras down there. Never mind, that will be fine. Just take a few off that we don't need. Whoops. Okay, let's confirm that one. And red, where are you? Let's just get rid of those ones. Right. Okay, supply train. What do we need? We are going to need a lot of miners. We're going to need 445 of them, in fact, 445. We are going to need 235 of these. And 102 of these. 3 blue boxes. That's just because I accidentally included a little bit of the stuff above. We don't need them, but we do need 3 in each of these speed modules. That's about oh, actually, how many do I have on me? 100, 200, 300. I've got about 350. so not quite. 3 times 450 is about, what, 1350, but I have about 350. Let's just get 1100, say. And we need probably, I might actually run with 1500 of these. Alright, come and bring me that. Is it working? Must be. Right, map. Let's go over to here. Let's have a look. Here's the nuclear. What? What's going on? Oh. You have to be within a certain distance to fit this now, do you? This is a bit annoying. I suppose it was always like this, but anyway. Let's try that to see what happens. Now, I know from past experience that we need to add in some additional wires just to make sure. That it all connects, so there we go. And if I can put a ghost radar, let's do that as well. Hopefully all of those bits are available. And then I'll have to come and put pumps in. There's the last radar there, so maybe we can put a ghost radar here as well. And pumps. Do I have pumps on me? Yes. So perhaps... Oh, I put this one too high up. Oh well. Let's see what happens there. Meanwhile, how are we going back here? We are waiting on stuff to be... And there goes the power again. Not to mention the UPS. Let's have a look at how our production's going. 103,000 green circuits per minute. That's alright. 122,000 iron plates, 53,000 copper plates. I doubt 4,000 steel plate is enough to maintain, especially production science. But otherwise things aren't going too badly. Let's just check on supplies. Electric circuits are actually keeping up. Red and blue circuits aren't doing too badly. Let's have a look at iron. Wow, even with the extra, it's just getting hammered. copper, hammered of course, and steel. We still have a bit of steel. Maybe surprising. How are... So this is fairly busy. Guess that's to be expected. Most of the robots are hard at work. We are doing quite a lot of iron here, in fact. Even though there's a little bit of iron here, which is getting used. I do need to create something that doesn't let these guys in unless there's room here, which I haven't actually done yet, but we will add that. Quite a lot of copper. Red science going, military of course not. Green science seems to be running fairly well. Although it's kind of going on and off. Oh, we're needing to build these guys as well, so it's a sort of quadruple whammy, I guess. Let's just check how that one's doing. Yeah, 29,000, so it's trying to build back to 30,000. That's a pretty heavy draw, especially when we've got all the rest of the stuff going. No wonder we're at 22. But it seems to be coping. At least it's only one of these at a time. I don't think it would work too well if we had all of them running, although we are getting some productivity module as well. There must be a bit of splash. Productivity module shouldn't... Oh, there we go, I've stopped. Which is better. And high-tech science, and busy over here as well with prod science. We are probably at a lower level of plastic than we have typically had. I was going to put on at least 2, maybe even 3 plastic trains, and we might be getting to a point where that makes sense to do. Alright, so we're still waiting for this, aren't we? Trying to build the robots, maybe. Given the huge benefit that we had out of the robot speed, which was more than I was actually anticipating, I'm thinking that I might actually do some more bot speed. But obviously not until electricity has been sorted out. It looks like it's permanently bad now. Let's run over there and have a look. And that really... Oh, I don't even know if one of these is enough. We might need to put 2 or 3 more in. That really hits your UPS because the beacons have to keep recalculating based on the amount of power, their actual boost. So it's for a big factory it's very, very, very bad having that sort of issue. And it's quite significant now. We're producing 14 gigawatts, 14.3 if this is to be believed. This is just burning wood, that's what its contribution is. So yeah. Alright. Well, we'll just wait for this. I'm sure it will turn up sooner or later. We'll get our power under control, probably finish off astrometrics and move on to something else. But thanks for watching, and we will look forward to seeing you in the next one.